Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Retro Boy Studios. And tonight, do we have a special for you? That's right. Tonight, we're doing both a Hot Wheels and a Transformers special to celebrate the Transformers x Hot Wheels collab. If any of you were expecting an unboxing, I'm sorry. I tried to make an unboxing video. It just took too long, and it became cringe pretty fast. So, yeah. Also, in case you guys read my posts, this is part of the same haul as the one that I put up in the posts. Yes, this is two different hauls put together and combined into one. The first one, the Hot Wheels cars and Twin Mill here, I got from Target. The other two, Studio Series 86 Windcharger, right here, and Missing Link Arcee, I got from Big Bad Toy Store. I'm not sponsored, but make sure you shop from them. They're a really good service, and they're even like sparing some of the tariff prices. So yeah, if you live in the Midwest, Big Bad Toy Store is the perfect choice for you. But we're not here to talk about Transformers specifically. We're here to transform this Twin Mill here. We're here to talk about Transformers and Hot Wheels. But first, speaking of which, let's get into the Hot Wheels. So I've divided these cars into two different little groups here. These are the American cars, these are the British cars. This one, named La Libre, is a South American racing car. South America actually has a pretty rich car history, full of like uniqueness and originality. Back in the day, I think it was like Argentina and Brazil used to sell their own model of Chevrolet called the Opala. Not the Impala, the Opala. And Volkswagen designed two other cars specifically for the Brazilian market, that being the Brasilia and the SP2. So yeah, the South American car market is weird and wonderful, and right here, this is a South American race car. Now they do have stock car racing in Brazil, that I know of, but I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like a stock car. It looks more Le Mans-ish. The packaging mentioned that this car was inspired by South American road racing history in particular. And this actually was the winner of the 2024 Hot Wheels Legends Tour. So another car to add to the Hot Wheels Legends Garage lineup. As you can see here, it's painted in a nice black, and it's got nice four-spoke rims. And a little bit of silver here for the rims too. More specifically, it's got four spokes and silver rims. So yeah, this thing just looks legendary. I guess its name really does fit. The Libre. Is that what it's called? Let me take a look. Sorry, the La Libre. Next up, we're going to take a look at this thing right here. I think it's called the Hightail Chaser. This car right here is basically a modern-day Dodge Charger Daytona / Plymouth Superbird. The description even says that it's got an air-cooled V8. Both of these cars, and this one, by the way, are new models for 2026. So it was kind of a pain to, rip them out of the packaging, but honestly, who cares? If a car is really good, though, really unique, I will keep it in package. But sometimes it's just so unique to the point where, you know what, I've got to try it. I've got to tear it out of the package and take a look at it. Yeah, this bad boy here looks like it's ready for NASCAR. If only, still Chrysler Corporation, or Stellantis, as they call them now, would actually have the guts to do something like this. This is what people want. Not more big, stupid SUVs that end up killing more people than doing any good. But now let's move on, because the British are coming! The British are coming! Yes, sirree, Bob, these next two cars are specifically from Europe. This one down here should be familiar to a lot of people who grew up in the UK. This is a Ford Lotus Cortina. The packaging for this car specifically says Lotus Cortina, but both Ford and Lotus designed this baby. And man, does it look nice. It's got a matte paint job right here. It's got the Castrol logo. Nice golden roof. Nice golden rear end, too, with the tail fins and those lovely tail lights picked out in gold plastic. Don't worry, Transformers fans, it's not that kind of gold plastic. The interior seating is picked out in gold plastic, too. And look at that, even a molded-in exhaust pipe jutting out the side, like right under the passenger door, since in England, the driver sits on that side. See the wheel in there? Okay. With the Ford Lotus Cortina out of the way, let's move on to the perfect car. The perfect street racing car. This thing is every boy racer's dream. Look at it. Look at this thing. I think this is called Drift Box. It's another new for 2026 model. This thing just looks awesome, man. It's got like a little bit of Renault influence, especially like the shape overall. Front kind of gives me some Zastava vibes. You know, Zastava Yugo kind of looking thing. But yeah, this is like the perfect car to go like gunning down the streets in England and, you know, ticking off the officers because everything has to be proper in England. We have to defend our monarchy. No counterculture allowed and all that garbage. But now it's time for the moment that you've all been waiting for. Yes, it's time for the big guy. This is the Transformers X Hot Wheels collaborative series Twin Mill. Yes, that's right. Mattel and Hasbro have done the impossible. They're working together now. Sort of similar to Takara and Bandai teaming up for Dream together, the benefits of which we are still getting to this day. Anyway, as you can see here, surprisingly enough, Twin Mill still has some pretty nice metallic paint going on here. I know the prototype showed him like being super metallic and whatnot, but man, you've just got to appreciate it. And look at those clear, translucent headlights. Let's see. What should I do now? You know what? I think I'm going to try and transform him for you on camera. So, first off, let's take a look at the accessories here. He comes with 2 detachable engine blocks and 2 detachable air intakes here that can be tabbed into the arms. The engine blocks sort of become these flamethrower weapons. Pretty awesome. And these blast effects are made of clear plastic. Clear rubbery plastic similar to the Siege blast effects. So basically before I transform him, I'm probably going to just say this outright. I'm going to treat this thing as more of a Hot Wheels thing and less of a Transformers thing whenever I'm like, I don't know, making videos or role-playing or whatnot. Point is, what I'm trying to say, this thing feels like it's going to have should have more of a place on my Hot Wheels displays than with my Transformers displays, because if you just have like a Transformer that has like the alt mode of a car from another IP or property, I don't know, it just doesn't really fit right to just have them be with just normal Transformers, if you get what I'm saying. They have to be with the thing they're trying to represent. Hot Wheels cars, or, you know, Knight Rider, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, whatnot. It's like their version of Transformers. They're like the representatives for like each different franchise they're crossing over with. So anyway, we're going to start with removing the air intakes from the 5mm ports in the arms. Then we're gonna remove the engine blocks. Let's tab into the side here. Just like that. Okay, so now we're gonna take the head, flip it back to normal. Take the windshield section from the center here. That's gonna on tab, and we're gonna flip that around. Where does the head go? Does the head like tuck away anywhere? Hold on a sec. Okay, we're gonna try and accordion the arms next. So just like that. Now we're gonna twist it around. Make that something. So like go back in there. There we go. That's how you do it. Let's see if I can repeat it on the other side. And then we just rotate these around like that. There's like a space opening for the head. Cover that up. Tab these two bits and pieces together like that. I think we're gonna flip down. That's gonna go in the back, actually. What do we do next? I think we gotta rotate this around. We gotta open these up here, fillet them open like a fish or like Cyber Shark. You gotta spin around the ankles like that. Like that, I think. Let's see if I can get them aligned together. That. What's going to happen next is, it's going to do the Combiner Wars leg thing, like that. Fold in. Then we're just going to fold in the filleted bits on the side like that. Filet-o fish. Filet-o twin mill. Coming soon to McDonald's, not really. Not sponsored. And then we're just going to lower the windshield, tab that in just like that. Let's see. A little worse for wear, but it'll do for now. And lastly, we're going to take the engine blocks and slot them back into these little holes there. Just like that. And of course, we got to bring in the air intakes and reattach them. Just like that. And ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you from El Segundo, California and Pawtucket, Rhode Island, the Transformers X Hot Wheels Twin Mill in its vehicle mode. Yeah, I think I mistransformed the back, but honestly, who cares? Anyway, as you can see, yes. That beautiful metallic paint from earlier, that I mentioned earlier, comes shining through in this alt mode. Maybe shining in a little too much. I just want to show you the spectral paint. Yeah, there we go. You see that stuff? That's what I'm talking about, baby. The prototype may have had like a dozen more, but still, it's good to see it all here. And man, if I'm going to use this thing as a Hot Wheels toy, it is pretty good. You see, I feel that is what sort of adds to the sort of novelty of this. It's going to help add to the novelty, at least. Because you're going to want to... Because if you treat this thing as a Hot Wheels thing, the more it sort of like stands out as something cool. it's a Hot Wheels car that transforms. And yes, they've done that before with like the what were they? I know they were made by the same people who did Machine Robo slash GoBots, aka Bandai. Yes, the Robo Wheels. And then you had later on the Modifighters. But now, this is like an official Hot Wheels Transformer. So I think if you treat this more as like, you know, a Robo Rods thing, or like a Robo Wheels thing, or a Modifighters thing, that way this sticks out more. Because it's like, now this is a real Hot Wheels Transformer. So it really sells the novelty if you try to display this alongside your Robo Wheels or your Modifighters, rather than displaying it with, you know, just normal Transformers. I will try and get this tabbed in at a later date. Looks like it doesn't really want to right now. Hold on a sec. On second thought, folks, this video is getting too long, like the unboxing video I tried to make. Let's just end it right here. So thank you for tuning in to Retro Boy Studios, and tune in next time to see a review on Studio Series 86 Windcharger and Transformers Missing Link G1 Arcee. More specifically, the prototype colors. And I will see you next time. This is Retro Boy Studios signing off.